Well, good morning. What day are we on? Wednesday. It was really rainy out here last night. And I know the whole southeast were gearing up for a storm at the end of this week. So you guys, especially like in, I think it's in Louisiana and stuff, could get really bad. So we're praying for you guys. Um, so today I just wanted to share about a verse I actually saw from Christine Kane's devotional. I don't know if you guys get her. She has a name for it, I think, but she has like little devotionals that she sends out. I think she sends them out every day. I always enjoy those. Really quick to read. Also, another person that I enjoy getting is Jill Briscoe. She also has a devotional. She spoke at If Gathering this year. Just fantastic speaker and writer. And funny story about Jill Briscoe. I actually there's a lot of people that fell in love with her at the If Gathering this year. And then I was going back to an old Bible. It was a women's study Bible, a devotional Bible that I used probably back in the late 90s, actually, maybe early 2000s. Is that how you say that? Early 2000s. And I found a bunch of devotionals in that Bible from Jill Briscoe. I'm like, oh my gosh, she was doing this 20 years ago. And I had no idea who she was. But anyway, so Christine Kane, the verse that she shared today was Ephesians 4:29. It's going to be familiar probably to a lot of you. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. And heard it a zillion times. This is definitely something that is a challenge for me, especially when it comes to my immediate family. I think it's easy to speak encouraging words to others, but the people that are closest to us, sometimes it's the hardest, because we just are, ourselves, and we're just honest, and those things, when we let our guards down, it's easy for it to come out. And so I've been challenged even the past couple of years with that. But I dug into that word unwholesome, because it's like, what does that really mean? Don't let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths. And the original word there is actually a Greek word that I don't remember what it is. I never want to try to say those words. But the meaning of it is rotten. Rotten or of no use. And it is used several times in Scripture. I believe Jesus even uses it, and or it's translated to what Jesus would have used, to talk about fruit that has been corrupted, or fruit that has gone bad. So if you think about, a fig tree, a fig is what you would say was wholesome because it benefits the body, it builds up the body. But once it's gone bad, when it's gone rotten, then it's now unwholesome. So a fig can be wholesome and unwholesome. So it becomes unwholesome when it is not a benefit to the person that is eating the fig. And so it's the same thing with our words, that the measure of whether our talk is wholesome or not is it benefiting the person who is listening? Is it building them up? Is it being used for spiritual energy, that it is building them up? And Paul just reinforces that when he says, don't let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up, that it may benefit those who listen. So the whole idea is, if we can measure our talk by if it's benefiting other people. Now, it says according to their needs. So I think about my kids, and they need some instruction, right? They need discipline. So it's not saying that it's always, rainbows and unicorns when we speak, but we also don't want to do that in a slanderous or hateful or degrading or shameful way. We want to, it has to be a benefit, right? So our words have to be of benefit. And sometimes correction is what is needed. That is the need, and that is what we need to do. But the measure of, whether it's wholesome or not, is it benefiting? So when we're speaking to our kids or we're speaking to our husband, are the words benefiting? They may be corrective, but are they building one another up? And I just think, I think it's just a challenge for us today, maybe even not even trying to change the words that we're saying, but paying attention. Are the words that are coming out of our mouth benefiting the people around us? And just kind of take stock. And I think there's kind of like two things. If we see some things that are not good, One is that Jesus says whatever is in our heart is what comes out of our mouth. So the problem is a heart problem if we don't like what's coming out. And that's something you just got to deal with God about, and let Him shine a light in our heart to say, what is it that is making this unwholesome talk come out of my mouth? The other thing is, I do think there's such a thing as self-control. And that, it says, I think even in Ephesians 4, in your anger, it's back in verse 26, in your anger, do not sin. So we're going to get angry in our hearts, but we can also not sin and let our words cut each other down. So I think there's an outward self-control discipline part of our words that we can control what we're saying. Even if our heart's not quite right yet, that we can control and monitor what is coming out of our mouth. So I think it's from both ends of it, right? Dealing with our heart to see why things are coming or why things are wanting to come out of our mouth, and then kind of shutting those things down when we know they're not good. So that's my challenge for you today, is just maybe to monitor, what it is you're saying. Is it benefiting, or is it corrupted? Is it rotten, or is it life-giving? So that's my challenge for today. I'm gonna do it. I'm even gonna write some things down, take some notes, and see what comes out. And I think that'll be a good point for me and God to work out and see what's going on in my heart, and hopefully yours too. So that is it for this Wednesday. So you guys have a wonderful Wednesday, and we will see you back tomorrow morning. Oh, I wanted to tell you, we do have, for our live event, if you are in the area, we do have, I think it's 8 tickets left. So it's sold out. Just the tickets went on sale yesterday, and we just have 8 tickets left. So jump on those if you are interested in coming. That's abidingministries.net/100feathers, 100 feathers. All right, so that's it for today. You guys have a great day.